Hi guys, it's Mike here with my very first very awesome video. Well, pretty much at least. I'm here to talk to you about a tool we've been working on for a little bit at Tiny Phoenix. This is called In-Scene Inspector, and what it is a tool to let you edit and view game objects and components from within inside of a Unity scene, and it's obviously for Unity. So let's just jump right into this. I have a project that I pulled down from Unity's website. You can get this in the Unity Learn section. It's called Space Shooter. So we're just going to use this as an example platform to pull in Scene Inspector, how someone else might use it. So I've made one change first of all here in Done Player, the player controller. I've added an invincible checkbox to let your character be invincible while I do this demo so that I'm not constantly dying. So what I did down here is I imported the In-Scene Inspector package asset. We can go into this and check out the structure. So there's an images folder which just contains our theme. We have a scripts folder and then a prefabs folder. Now, In-Scene Inspector is all you'll ever need. It contains everything you need to get the In-Scene Inspector in your game. There's also Inspector Panel, which is just a panel. That's for if you have a canvas that you're already using and you want to add the In-Scene Inspector to your canvas, you can do that. But we'll pull this into the game, In-Scene Inspector. So we can see here we get this little panel up in the top right. We can just run this and we'll just play with it and see if we can figure out what it does. So you can minimize and maximize it with this convenient little tab. Additionally, you have this Select Object menu button, and what this does is just pops up a view to look at the hierarchy of your game, just as the hierarchy in Unity shows. And we can just browse through here and look at literally any object that's in our current scene and click anyone to select it. So I'm just going to do this Done Player, and I'll select it over here in the Unity Inspector as well, so I can look at the components. So here's all the components here, and when I select component in our In-Scene Inspector, it should show us all of those. So let's go ahead and we're going to say to edit this Done Player controller. And awesome, so we can see all of the same variables that we have access to in Unity, we also have access to in the In-Scene Inspector. So if I was to uncheck this invincible, we'd see it represented down here with this checkbox as well, and then we should be able to die. Voila, we're dead. Another cool thing about this is not only does it let you on the go kind of play with settings and change whatever you want and test things, it's great for sending out a build to somebody to test just like a couple of settings that you want to give them access to. So let's say I just wanted someone to play this and try out the speed variable and see what they thought of that, try some different speeds, what's too hard, what's too easy. What I could do here is I can come into the In-Scene Inspector and I'm going to set some default values to inspect, and then I can just remove these buttons so they don't have the ability to browse around and look at anything else. So I'll just go ahead and drag this Done Player into my default object, and then I'm going to go ahead and select the Done Player controller, and then I can just go expand the Inspector panel and take out these two buttons for selecting things. And then when I run the game, it'll populate those values only, and they can change whatever they want and can't browse around. So if they wanted to try some crazy speeds, they can blast it up and be like, oh, that's too crazy, I don't really like that, let's try 20, and then come back to you and say, hey, you know what, 10 was a little too boring, I bumped the speed up to 20 and I like that a lot better. And they can also say what I really liked was the ability to just be invincible all the time. So that's pretty much it. It's great for generating menus, it's great for generating settings pages, and it's great for testing, really. I use it personally to work with my recent level generator to just generate levels and tweak parameters and play with and find cool level generation settings that I liked. So that's pretty much it. If you're interested in seeing the progress of In-Scene Inspector and what we've done so far with it, I've been tracking progress on our blog at tinyphoenixgames.com. You can go check it out. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed my super boring review of my tools. Thanks, and have a good day. Mike out.